Take your shot.
If the cameras can pick me up, son. How's you going?
Welcome here to the Sligo Under 14 B Championship Final between Shamrock Gaels and St. John's. My name is Shane Quigley and Fergal Kelly has joined me here.
Good afternoon, everyone. You're very welcome to today's match here in Markfitch Park. The conditions are absolutely glorious. Pitch is looking perfect, and the rain threatened earlier on, but it's nice and dry for the lads to have a great game of football.
Yeah, we might just run through the teams here just to start off for people watching at home. So the Shamrock Gaels team in goals is Sean Kelly. Number 2 is Alex Clark. Number 3 is Adam O'Carroll. Number 4 is Leo Scanlon. Number 5 is PJ Scanlon. Number 6 is Matthew Potter. Number 7 is Yaris Rooney. Number 8 is Jack Toohey. Number 9 is Niall Kenny. Number 10 is Darren McKeown. Number 11 is Keelan Hannon. Number 12 is Stephen Smith. 13 is Aaron Coleman. Number 14 is Jack Barrett. And number 15 is Jack Braheny, with Leo Kennedy, Dylan White, Adam Taylor and Eddie Cogan's the subs, with the management team of Greg Clark, Johnny Quinn, Dyra Kearns, Gerard Carl, John Devaney and Brian Boyd.
And the St. John's team today, starting in goals with Seamus Casey, cornerback Killian Doherty, Barry McNamara, Gary Farron, Thomas McNiff, Owen Savage, Dara Patton. Midfield line of Lee Curran, Michael Saka. Half forward line of Alan Puddins, Rhys Armstrong, Kyle McLaughlin. Full forward line of James Malone, Regan McMorrow and James Dillon Barnacle. That's the starting lineup, with the subs Jack Davey, Oisin Mullane, Rowan Tully, Jeremiah Tanko, Adam Feeney, Donald Flynn, Thibaut Gerard, Luke Little, Caden Gettins and Neo Bobby. The management team for St. John's is Seamus Casey, James Barnacle and Brian O'Connor, assisted by Paul McNamara, Brian McGowan and Noel O'Donnell.
We see the toss has been done here between, I think there's 2 captains nearly coming in for each team here. I think it's Niall Kenny and Jack Toohey for Shamrock Gaels, Fergal.
Yes, Gary Farron is in the centre of the field there, and James Barnacle.
So I think these teams met last year in the league. I think it was a very, very close game. I think there's probably going to be nothing in it really from the people have told us beforehand. So it's a lovely evening for football. It's nice and dry. It did rain earlier on when the Eastern Harpstone Cliff game was on, so there's a bit of a breeze, Fergal. I say it will make a bit of an advantage whoever gets it in the first half. Absolutely,
yeah. I see the flags there behind the dressing rooms. They're blown sort of towards the town, so the team that's playing towards the town end will definitely have a little bit of an advantage.
I see the teams are coming across here now at the moment, so Joe Hines is the referee here now today, so he's just telling them. So it looks like Shamrock Gaels are shooting towards the graveyard end. It's giving him a bit of a pep talk further before here now. So
absolutely, yeah.
There's plenty of management on both teams here anyway, so it seems that they've got a lot of help. But I see there's a couple of adult senior players here at both teams as well, which is great to see.
Absolutely, Shane. I see a couple of extra coaches there on the St. John's side. Paul McNamara, obviously a senior county player, helping out, and his brother Barry is playing today. Liam Kelly there, Andrew Kerr, great St. John's men.
Have you any brothers on your lineup here for Shamrock Gaels? Have PJ Scanlon and Leo Scanlon are brothers here?
Yeah, actually there's no brothers on the St. John's team. Nope. There may be a number of changes, I think, from looking out on the pitch there from the team sheet. So there might be a little bit of sportsmanship going on there.
We were jigging. I think Shamrock Gaels are lining up as selected, but that could be wrong. Sure, someone could have got an injury in the last few minutes, so it'll be interesting to see.
I suppose it goes without saying that it's just fantastic to be back in Markfish Park and to see the lads playing, I suppose, a game of football. And it's great to see them back training for the last number of weeks too.
Yeah, and it's excellent to see the county final being in Markfish Park, because I think a lot of the kids over the last number of years, between the pitch being developed and that they're missed out a lot of playing county finals. So I know Shamrock Gaels, there's 5 or 6 of these lads would have won community games here maybe 4 years ago, and but they wouldn't have had a chance to play so far. Yeah,
totally agree, Shane. Yeah, absolutely. Great to see a final in Markfish Park.
And just an interesting point there on the number 14 for Shamrock Gaels there, Jack Barrett. Jack had an accident there when he was 2 or 3 and he lost his leg. So Jack plays an artificial leg here, and it's a fantastic thing to see him playing a full forward here. And he's a real goal poacher, Fergal, so I'm hoping he'll get a couple of goals today.
Wow, that's an amazing stat. Well done. The very best luck to that man.
So the referees, there seems to be a few positional switches anyways going around here, so this is going to be fun trying to find out who's...
Absolutely. It's lucky the lads have numbers on their backs, you know. Even at midfield here at the moment for St. John's, 3 and 4, Gary Farron and Barry McNamara. So already there's a switch at midfield.
We're looking for a ball here now. Remember, the one big difference as well as with the water break, it's like 4 quarters, Fergal. So I've said it for the last since it came in. It really is. It's changed the whole way people look at the game. If you can get in a bit of a team talk and sort things out after a minute or so in the water break, it's really a big help, especially at underage.
Absolutely, yeah.
I think Shamrock Gaels are lining out as selected.
Okay.
It's going to be a big battle like this. That's 4 big lads in midfield for the 2 teams that's starting off.
So this is our under 14 county final, even though the lads are under 15 now this year. So it's the under 14 2020 final. Best luck to both teams.
And a free to St. John's.
Taken by Gary Farron, out to Barry McNamara. Barry's predominantly left-footed player. Helped by Rhys Armstrong.
Great tackle by Stephen Smith there, in line ball for Shamrock Gaels have got a line ball. Well done. That's great tackling by Stephen Smith. Yaris Rooney here with the line ball. Shamrock Gaels will be looking to try and get Niall Kenny into this game from the very start. And he's come on the pitch here, so it's going to be a hot ball there now. Joe will stick to the rules. I would say Fergal St. John's would have a bit of a physical advantage in a few positions, but Shamrock Gaels seem to have grown a good bit in the last year. So
to be fair, I've seen a big change in some of the lads in the last 12 months.
And the throw up, and Niall Kenny wins it, and Niall Kenny takes his hop. He's looking to come away, he passes to his midfield partner Jack Toohey. Lovely ball inside to Keelan Hannon. Aaron Coleman wins it here, he turns, he hits the right ball, he's hitting it across to Jack Braheny.
Excellent from Oisin McLean.
Jack Braheny wins it back for Shamrock Gaels. He's going to try and get onto his left foot. He picks it up again here, he takes the steps, he passes it out to Stephen Smith. Stephen Smith, lovely pass across to Keelan, over to Jack Toohey, into Jack Barrett.
Dropping short, just
Jack Braheny has it there, he looked like he touched it off the ground. Yes, he did,
fairness, probably a fair call there, touched off the ground. Free out for St. John's. Michael Sack has moved into full back. Very tall lad. Up to Alan Savage. Alan Savage, great runner. The ball reminds me of Charlie Harrison. Out to Rhys Armstrong, but a sloppy pass goes out over the end line.
And Shamrock Gaels, Stephen Smith gets a little line ball here now. The management team are telling him to stay back and watch the line. He gives a nice
Rhys Armstrong with an interception there. That's Lee Kern with a great interception also.
Stand him up, good tackle. Okay, boys, unlucky. Great work.
That's a free kick here to St. John's.
Okay, this
great work, yours.
Rhys Armstrong with the free kick. Short pass.
And Niall Kenny is, and it opens up here. Niall Kenny is on the 40. Niall Kenny is on the 30. He's gone through. He's got Jack Barrett, but I think Niall will. Unlucky.
Michael
just overran it.
That with his foot. Well done.
Looked like he nearly picked it off the ground.
Work, Aaron, well done.
Helped by Barry McNamara.
Yes, Darragh, work, Darragh.
Nice pass.
Potts, tighter.
That's a sub on there, Fergal, number
That's
16.
number 16, yeah.
Jack Davey looks to be on there.
Jack Davies, number 16, yeah. Jack is filling in a corner back. Up to Gary Foran, number 4. Playing at midfield.
Just stand them up, stand them. Well done, Matthew.
Pass, nice pass into Dara Patton. Dara's a very fast player, into Thomas McNiff. May have taken an extra step there. James Malone.
And that's wide.
And it's wide, unlucky.
So
First good movement of play between a number of players
the two
there.
teams. And it just shows you one turnover. Shamrock Gaels would one end of the pitch and then it turned straight over and St. John's went down. So that's one wide. Sean Kelly here is a long kick for Shamrock Gaels. So I'd say he'll be looking to hit Darren McKeown with this. And PJ Scanlon is under it. That's a push.
Good ball, Sean, well done.
And PJ Scanlon has the ball here now. He's looking for his brother Leo. He's give it back to PJ. PJ has great balance. He takes a solo. And a free again. There's going to be a lot of frees in this game, McFergal. I think this.
Absolutely, it's looking like that at the moment. I'd say it will.
Darren McKeown has it. He's a lovely solo on his. He's got a hop. He's passing it back to Jack Burney. Jack Burney with his left foot. That's a great block down. Keelan Burney has it there. It's gone St. John's.
It's a nice pass out there up to Barry McNamara. Barry's looking up the pitch. He's got help from Lee Kern. Well done. Good possession there up to Thomas McNiff. This chap likes to run with the ball. Pass into Barry McNamara, goes a little bit astray. Barry's trying to get it.
That's a great tackle by Matthew Potter. Jack Toohey has it here. He gives a lovely ball up to Stephen Smith, who started very lively here. Stephen out of loads of pace. And he's soloing away. He's on the 45. He's going to look for the pass inside.
Great interception by Alan Mulligan. Excellent. Good pass to Michael Zaka. Looking for the ball. Head up. He's looking for Alan Savage again for the return pass. Barry McNamara on the ball again. Barry's been very positive on the ball so far.
Jack. Great strength, Jack. Great tackle, Jack. Go nowhere.
Help him.
Nice movement. Very tight in there. Got a lot of play.
Stay with your man, York.
Great play up to Thomas McNiff. He likes to run with the ball. He takes a lot of steps and a lot of balances. Well done. Thomas McNiff still going with the ball, loses possession. Back out to Gary Farron. First shot. Hits off the crossbar. Good save
for Sean Kelly.
And a goal. A goal from Ushie Mullane.
It's very unlucky by Sean Kelly. He got up to the crossbar and saved it.
Gary Farron was going for the point there. He was saved. Came off the crossbar. Back out to Ushie Mullane. And the small full forward there, wearing number 17 on his back, has pushed St. John's 1 goal in the lead. Score at the moment is 1 goal for St. John's. Shamrock Gaels.
And Sean Kelly with the kick, he's putting height on it over towards PJ Scanlon's man. Number 7 has it for St. John's.
Dara Patton has the ball. Again, very fast player. Gary Farron. Fakes, dummies, bounce, 1 solo, and a shot. Hits the crossbar with a rasper of a shot. Barry McNamara with a left-footed shot. Does it go over? No, it just airs to the left and wide.
Gary Farron is very physically strong, Fergal, when he goes through there.
Excellent player. He's one of the top players that I've seen underage. He's only new into Gaelic football in the last maybe 2 to 3 years, but he really has excelled. Loves the game.
He has a great turn of pace there now, and he's very physically strong. Sean Kelly with the kick for Shamrock Gaels again.
Rhys Armstrong with the ball. Rhys playing right half back. Up to James Malone, into Thomas McNiff. Thomas McNiff with 1 solo on the ground. Has a shot.
Great save by Sean Kelly again. He looks for PJ Scanlon out here on the right half. PJ gets the ball. He takes on his man. He's looking for support now. He has Niall Kenny with him. Niall Kenny plays us a bit of soccer style there.
And he's got a soccer man on his back there, Lee Curran.
The two boys probably play together.
Absolutely, I'd say they know each other very well.
And Niall Kenny with a ball into Keelan Hannon. Keelan Hannon turns, gets a pass across to Jack. Jack Barrett has it there. Is that a free in? Oh, he covers it off the ground.
That's kind
free
of unlucky.
St. John's.
Yeah. Michael Zaka with the free. He's looking up. There's only person at midfield at the moment is Barry McNamara. He takes a pass to Barry. Just goes a little bit astray.
Jack Toohey intercepts it here now. Jack Toohey with a long distance. And unlucky with the wide, just wide. So there's about 8 minutes gone here in the first half in the Under 14 B Championship Final. And it's St. John's 1 goal, Shamrock Gaels no score, with a couple of wides from each team. St. John's just hit the crossbar a moment ago as well.
Very close game at the moment, Shane. There's nothing in it between the both teams. Great football. Great movement with the ball.
And Niall Kenny has it here now. He's on the 45. He takes a solo. And that's a huge effort.
If that goes over, it's a
And that's a
fantastic
great score by Niall
Brilliant
Kenny.
score.
That's a fantastic score.
Who got that one, Shane?
Niall Kenny.
Niall Kenny. Great score.
Yeah.
Johnny's son?
Johnny's son, yeah.
Well done.
Also plays with Sligo Rovers under 15 as well. That's a great score by Niall Kenny.
Seamus Casey with the kick out for St. John's. Looking for Barry McNamara at midfield. Nice floated kick, hanging in the wind a little bit.
And Jack Toohey wins it here. Keelan Hannon has the pass. He's looking for the ball inside. Jack Barrett is in. Will he get to it? No, just a wee bit over. A wee bit too long.
Just went too long.
Shamrock Gaels are after just getting a wee bit of pressure on there now from the kick out.
Yeah, the momentum is with Shamrock Gaels for the last couple of minutes. Seamus Casey again with the ball, son of Seamus Senior, the manager for St. John's. He's looking to the left-hand side this time. Out to the left, he's aiming for Lee Curran. Goes out to
over
Kenny.
towards Niall Kenny again. Niall Kenny has started to get into it. Shamrock Gaels need him to be winning a lot of ball. It's a good ball down the line, just a Jack Braheny, but will it overrun? No. Jack has it there. A lovely chip up by Jack Braheny.
Two Jacks with each other.
Great
Jack
defending
Davey.
though.
Well done,
That's
Jack
great
Davey.
defending.
Excellent play. Well, out with the ball. Well done. Looks up the pitch. Dara Patton.
Well done, Aaron.
Excellent play.
Keep working, keep working.
Into Killian Doherty. Killian Doherty hand pass to Barry McNamara. Reece Armstrong with the ball. Nice out inside of the right boot. Up to Thomas McNiff. This guy likes to travel with the ball.
Well done, yours.
Into Gary Farron. Gary's holding the possession up. Now he's on a solo run. Still going. Pass it into Oisin Mullane. The goal scorer, will he get a second? He swings the left foot at it.
And that's
it
a great
goes over.
score.
Well done, Oisin Mullane.
Well done, Oisin.
I suppose on both teams, Shane, you'll find that there's 14-year-olds from last year and 13-year-olds. So there's a mixture of 13 and 14-year-olds. And now there's a mixture of 14 and 15-year-olds.
Yeah.
Oisin will be one of the younger players on this particular team, and it's great to see him with 2 scores.
He's done well. Yeah, Shamrock Gaels that have 5 or 6 that are older. Well, apart from Matthew Potter, is under a year younger. But
bit of tussling there at midfield between
Jack
Barry.
Toohey is that now. Jack Toohey's looking for the run now. Aaron Coleman needs to be looking for this ball here. Darren McKeown, number 6,
Well
intercepts
done,
again.
Owen Savage. Owen Savage, great play. Up to Barry McNamara. James Malone. Fine, very skillful player. Into Thomas McNiff. One bounce, one solo, and he'll shoot. And a good
It's a
score.
great score.
Point for St. John's by Thomas McNiff.
He's a very powerful runner, isn't he? He's a big physical lad for his age too.
I call the two boys the Twin Towers, Thomas McNiff and Gary Farron. They really are exceptionally tall players, exceptional ability, but great runners with the ball.
Yeah, very strong running. And at this age, if you have a wee bit of power and you're able to run directly, it's very hard to defend. Sean Kelly with the kick out again, looking for PJ Scanlon. That's a great mark by PJ Scanlon.
Nice mark.
He's away. PJ takes a solo, he gives a hand pass to Darren McKeown.
Oh, great.
Darren McKeown is taking in, he's on the 45, he takes a solo with his left. Lovely pass over here to Stephen Smith. He'd be looking to try and get it unlucky. His footing just went.
His footing just went up to Reece Armstrong. Now to Thomas McNiff again. Lee Curran is on the run, off his shoulder. Good run, Lee. Lee's a fine, skillful player. He looks inside for Thomas McNiff again. Thomas will go on a solo run. He sees Gary Farron inside. Gary loses possession slightly. Picks it up again. One bounce and shot, and a great save by the keeper. But it goes in. I don't know who got the last touch at that. It may have been just off the keeper and in.
It was very unlucky by Sean Kelly. It looks like it was the number 17 there that got that. Oisin Mullane again.
Oisin Mullane again.
Yeah,
if that's Oisin, he scored 2 goals and a point then, Oisin, so far. Score at the moment, St. John's 2-2, Shamrock Gaels a point.
Sean Kelly with the kick again. He's putting an awful lot of height on it for PJ Scanlon here.
Great mark by Dara Patton. Again, Dara would know the Kenny lad and from his
Dara
from
plays with Sligo Rovers.
He does indeed, yeah. Thomas McNiff on the ball again. Into Dara Patton. Dara with his right-footed shot and over the bar. Yes, it is indeed over the bar.
St. John's at the moment just look to have a wee bit too much power for Shamrock Gaels, but it's early, but goals do change games, it gives teams momentum, but the 2 goals will have hurt Shamrock Gaels a wee bit here, but they need to try and get a quick score here on it.
Yeah, it's amazing how the momentum changes every few minutes, you know. I think you're right, Shane, in relation to the goals, but there still is nothing in it. I'd nearly forget about the scoreboard for the moment, because on the face of it, the football is fantastic. Kick out then, Reece Armstrong on the ball. He's looking up, he passes it into Thomas McNiff. Thomas again will go on a solo run. He sees some help from Barry McNamara. Barry has a nice left-footed shot. If he can turn on his left. Okay, there's a free kick there. Just a slightly high challenge, I think was.
Yeah. I thought he was actually going to pull him first steps when he went by, but he
had to be a bit harsh.
PJ, yeah. Joe likes the steps.
Yeah. Well, these St. John's lads, they like the old steps, four big long ones.
Yeah,
you know?
4 big long ones. It's
well, we learned from the best. You never see McGarty taking the steps.
Yeah.
He'd at least take 6 between.
I'd be teaching all kids. You'll take 5. You'll get away. You might get 4 then when you get a bit older. Take 5 at the start when you're teaching them how to do it.
Barry McNamara with the free kick. He's taking his own free kick from the right hand side.
He's putting it on the ground as
from
well.
about the 21-yard line. He'll take it with his left foot. He's great strike.
And that's a great strike off the ground.
Barry has obviously his brother Paul plays for Sligo and his sister Michelle plays for Sligo Ladies.
Yeah,
so there's a lot of football in that house.
That's a great strike, Fergal, isn't it? Just off the ground at his
Barry's
age.
parents, Sarah and Searle, they're very supportive of the kids in their football.
Sean Kelly with the kick here again. That's 2-4 to St. John's, 1 point to Shamrock Gaels.
A little bit of hassle at midfield here. The two midfielders coming together again. Barry McNamara, his name has been taken, is it? Or he's just getting a bit of a warning. His name has been taken. I didn't see much in that, Shane. But
no, I didn't see. We were following the ball. There's 14 minutes gone here, so I'd say Shamrock Gaels will be looking nearly to try and get a score and then get the water break to try and get them back into to change things. I see PJ Scanlon has come over here to mark Thomas McNiff, and there's a yellow card now for Barry McNamara, the midfielder for St. John's there.
It's so maybe because of a few fouls there, maybe perhaps, but Barry wouldn't be a dirty player
by Kenny wins it here.
Any matter means.
He drops it, he controls it again. St. John's have a lot of speed around the middle of the pitch as well, not just physicality. They're very fast players.
Yeah. A number of the players, they are extremely fast and nippy.
Matthew Potter puts a high one in there now. Number 6 is trying to be. It's a free for Shamrock Gaels in here.
Yeah, free in
a wee bit of pushing on one of the smaller players.
Yeah, free in. Jack Davies seems to have conceded that free.
Jack Brandy here with his left foot now will be taking his time here now. Hopefully get Shamrock Gaels the second score on the board. It's 2-4 for St. John's. It's 1 point for Shamrock Gaels. And we're looking at 15 minutes gone here, so we'll be looking at the water break soon enough. And that's a great score by Jack Brandy. So just exactly what Shamrock Gaels needed here. Shamrock Gaels need to keep the pressure here and try and squeeze in the kick out from St. John's.
So Seamus Casey with a kick out again.
Have to win this kick out, Gaels now. Turn around.
He's looking up the pitch. He's looking towards the middle of the pitch this time. Out to the left. Great play by number 9 there, Kenny.
And Niall Kenny has it again. Yeah. Niall is putting the fight to him. He's putting plenty of air on this in there now. Shamrock Gaels need to get their corner back.
That's a fantastic catch by Michael Saka. Fine athlete there at full back. Up to Jack Davey again, one of the younger lads on the team. And up to Lee Kern. Now Lee Kern has some serious speed, but if he's over beside Kenny,
and he's overcarried there.
We were just talking about the steps, Shane.
Yeah, we're just on it.
Yeah.
It can turn it now. Niall is.
Yeah. There's a bad pass across the pitch. That's unlucky.
No, the St. John's player put out his hand, which it's unlucky because it kind of went by him, so he had to nearly put out his hand.
Yeah.
Shamrock Gaels just really need to try and get another couple of scores if they could get in. They haven't really had any goal chance here, but that full back for St. John's is really doing a great job in there, Michael Saka.
Yeah.
And Niall is putting that into the corner.
It's a long ball. It's probably going to go out over the end line. Yeah, so it'll be a kick out for St. John's again. Yeah. No, really good game. A lot of talent on show here.
We're going to the water break here, so we better remember to stop the stopwatch here, Fergal, because this is all news on it. So hold on, we'll stop the stopwatch here and
Joe Hines is blown it up for the water break. Yeah, so this will give, as you said before, Shane, it'll give both management teams a chance, I suppose, to reflect on the first 15 minutes. There's been, I suppose, there's ebbs and flows. Shamrock Gaels have had momentum. St. John's have had momentum. I suppose I don't think the scoreboard probably reflects the game itself. I think, granted it's 2-4 to 2. I would say that it's a closer game than that.
Yeah. I would agree. I think the goals, just as St. John's just have a wee bit more pace and power kind of around their half-forward line midfield area that broke through, where Shamrock Gaels, Niall Kenny has probably been a wee bit deeper when he's winning the ball, and Jack Toohey. So Niall in a lot of the games last year would have been going from the midfield, and he would have kind of ran through and inspired him with a goal or two, and Jack Toohey the same. So I just think Shamrock Gaels forward lines haven't really been getting into it yet. There's a lot of speed in the corners, but St. John's seem to be all the St. John's defenders seem to be playing in front, so they're anticipating every ball coming in. So
absolutely, yeah.
It definitely doesn't. They're not 8 points in it, but like, look, you can turn around with a few scores. But St. John's have got the goals, and goals are what wins games.
Yeah, absolutely. The goals came, I suppose, with a good bit of movement. The big thing I think for St. John's is the solo runs from Gary Farron, Thomas McNiff, Lee Curran, Barry McNamara has been on the ball a lot. Some great solo runs, and I suppose when they were getting into trouble, they dished it off just before the tackles came in, and it probably opened up a little bit of space.
Yeah.
But to be fair, the Shamrock Gaels goalkeeper Sean Kelly has done very well.
He's made 2 great saves as well. So like, the one thing that St. John's did there, I think they learned from last year's game. PJ Scanlon is number 5 there. Is probably an awful lot of Shamrock Gaels play starts with PJ Scanlon at wing back, but they put Dara Padden up on PJ Scanlon at the very start of the game, and PJ had his hands full trying to mark him instead of trying to get into the game. So PJ and Niall would have played, and Jack Toohey would have played under 16 say last year. So Dara Patton did a great job in PJ Scanlon, who would be an outstanding footballer. Yeah. So it's kind of I think they've got their matchups fairly strong. They've put a lot of fast players on Shamrock Gaels, key danger men as well. Yeah.
The half forward line for St. John's is Dara Patton on the left, Gary Farron in the centre, and Thomas McNiff. That's a formidable half back line. Now Seamus Casey again back resuming play. Nice kick out there, again floated. Alan Savage with the ball, pass it, he's going on a solo run out to Kyle McLaughlin with the ball, and up to Thomas McNiff, back to Kyle. Bit of basketball play going on here, which is no harm.
Well done by PJ Scanlon, he intercepted, but Yaris didn't come in for
back to Thomas McNiff again.
And good tackle by Yaris Rooney there.
Sloppy enough around the half forward line there. James Dillon Barnacle.
And Leo Scanlon comes out well there. Up to Darren McKeown here. It looks like it's gone over the line.
It's just gone out over the end line, yeah. Kyle McLaughlin on the left half back line. Alan Savage in the middle. He's just like the Shamrock Gaels lad in the first minute of the game. He's been judged to have crossed the sideline there. So it'll be a hot ball just right on the halfway line. Score again leading into the second quarter after the water break is 2-4 for St. John's, 2 points for Shamrock Gaels. Fantastic game here at Markievicz
Joe Hines
Park.
with the throw up here now for Niall Kenny and Gary Farron. Gary Farron breaks it to number 3.
That's it. Barry McNamara on the ball again. Barry's been on the ball a lot so far. Up to Gary Farron. Again, he likes the solo run. He reminds me a lot of Eamon O'Hara as he splits the fences open. He's still going, Gary Farron. Passes it out to James Dillon Barnacle. James has a lovely left boot. Does it go over? It stays in play. Oh no, it's just gone out and wide. James Malone was on the end line there, but it had gone out before it came to James Malone.
So Shamrock is here with the kick out against Sean Kelly. Sean is getting kind of height on the kickouts. He'll be trying to look if he can get a wee bit more kind of distance on it than height on it. Sean is a very good outfield player as well, so they've kind of he was excellent in goals last year, and a big goalkeeper, same as St. John's. It makes a difference with them high balls coming in. That's a better kick out towards Niall Kenny.
Almost caught there. Up to Lee Curran. Lee Curran gains possession at midfield. Pass it to Kyle McLaughlin.
Good tackle.
Again, Kyle is strong in the tackle there, yeah. Gets it back up, chips it back up, soccer style to Lee Curran. Back into Kyle McLaughlin. There's a lot of 1-2s, very tight play here at the midfield. Oftentimes it can't work out great. Gary Farron on the ball again, looking to go on a solo run. He tries a little smart solo, but got intercepted.
He rushes his kick out there.
Barry McNamara with the ball. Is he going to have a shot with his left foot? He goes through a tackle, a little bit on the high side, but not too bad. He gets his free kick from Joe Hines anyway.
Gary Farron he's at a different level physically to a lot of these lads out there. When he moves with the ball, he's just cutting through now. In fairness, he's a very strong runner with a solo as well. So
he is again a fine athlete. He's I believe he's signed with Sligo Rovers as well. So you can see that he's got football skills.
And he just missed that one. Just pulled it away.
The football skills didn't work out great there for that kick. Commentators curses, Rory O'Brien said beside us.
That's the first one we've done. So in the expert electrical under 14 B Championship final with 20 minutes gone here, it's St. John's 2-4, Shamrock Gaels 2 points. Sean Kelly here with the kick. Sean's been busy so far, Fergal, at the start now. St. John's
He's got a lot of kickouts, in fairness. Yeah, that's up in the air. It's going a bit short.
And Leo Scanlon gets under that and wins it. He takes a solo. He gets a second solo on it. He's looking up to see who he's going to look for. He has his brother PJ over here. This is what Shamrock Gaels need. We need PJ Scanlon to be attacking. And he gets to see it back to PJ Scanlon, driving through from the half-back line. He's on the 30-yard line. PJ Scanlon. And just unlucky, just pulls the shot at the very end. That's a great run, but that's exactly what PJ Scanlon offers to Shamrock Gaels, and we haven't got that in the first 20 minutes.
That was a lovely movement of play there, and I'd be a great believer in the give and go, but it was an excellent example of that there. Seamus Casey with a kick out. He's looking to the right hand side to Thomas McNiff, has moved back into the half back line for this kick out.
Scanlon has it.
He's fouled the number 5 there.
That's a great catch by PJ Scanlon.
Absolutely,
like, he played under 16 last year, and it doesn't make a difference how big a man is when he's marking.
Quick free kick from number 8 for Shamrock Gaels.
That's another free. Matthew Potter gathers it. Shamrock Gaels need to leave it down to Jack Toohey. They're looking to try and get in for a goal. He passed to Keelan Hannon. And he hits it wide. Shamrock Gaels should have probably just settled that and left that for Niall Kenny or Jack Braheny to pop that over.
Yeah, I think it's important to keep the scoreboard ticking over. I think if that was maybe placed down and had a shot at goal.
He just needs to settle. I think they're trying to rush it. They're at that age. They're trying to think, maybe do we need a goal? Yeah. Put on a couple of points and then a goal.
We have Michael Saka taking the next kick out for St. John's.
That's a huge
fine kick down the centre of the pitch, down to Gary Farren.
And Niall Kenny covers it there. Matthew Potter did well against Gary Farren, the captain for St. John's. Niall takes 2 solos. A pass into Jack Braheny. He's coming attack. Jack Toohey has gone through here now. Shamrock Gaels really need to get a score. Jack cuts inside. He gives to Keelan Hannon. And that's a brilliant goal for Shamrock Gaels. Keelan Hannon, that's fantastic. It started off with Niall Kenny back into Jack Toohey. Great pass of Jack Braheny, and Keelan Hannon gets in. That's exactly what Shamrock Gaels needed. So it's 2-4 for St. John's, 1-2 for Shamrock Gaels. That makes it a wee bit more of a game, Fergal, here.
Absolutely, that was a fine movement of play. Again, great pace, great ball in initially, great pace, great running off the shoulder, and the shot was kind of half blocked down, but ultimately ended up in the net. Pushing the back there at midfield, so Gary Foran has the ball in his hand. He's looking up to the full forward line. He's passed a lovely pass into the run of Thomas McNiff. Thomas is trying to pick it up there, gets it up at the second attempt. Back to Barry McNamara. Barry's looking up, he's taking his time. Same with Gary Foran. They'll be called for overcarrying the ball if they don't hurry. Into Thomas McNiff, off the shoulder there to Lee Kerr. Now Lee has pace. He's taking on his man number 5. He's taking a solo. He's giving a short pass into Oisin Mullane, the small full forward. Out to Dara Patton, and Dara to the roof of the net.
Great goal.
Absolutely brilliant finish. Again, Dara, exceptional football skills.
And Sean Kelly had no chance there. Now that's a great goal.
Yeah, really good finish. We've a man down injured there in the full forward line. Can't just see who exactly it is at the moment. But again, yeah, it's again momentum swings. Shamrock Gaels just got the goal, and within 2 or 3 minutes, Johns got back and got another goal. So it was a good show.
It's a great sign of a team that comes back after conceding a goals and gets straight up the pitch and gets a point. Normally, which you'll be happy with, but a goal it's just equalled out Shamrock Gaels. So we're looking at it's 3-4 for St. John's, 1-2 for Shamrock Gaels. So we're talking a 13-5. It's a bit of a mountain to climb already for Shamrock Gaels, but they've shown how if they can get through the goals, there will be a lot of goals in this game.
Yeah, generally speaking, I suppose at this age group, with the bigger goals, granted the lads have, they've all grown up in the last 12 months, but you generally see plenty of goals at this age group. Now this is a worry, this is a very big worry for St. John's. Lee Curran is coming off. It appears that he's going to be substituted. Perhaps it could be a blood sub.
Number 10, Alan Puddins is coming in.
He looks in pain, yeah. Alan Puddins coming in for Lee Curran. That's disappointing.
Lee Curran he was having a big impact himself in the game, but he was also having a great impact on keeping Niall Kenny quiet. So
yeah,
this could be a couple of minutes of a spell here that Niall Kenny could open up a wee bit here if he gets. But he still has a very good player gone on him now, Barry McNamara.
It looks as if he's a bit confused there. He might have got a knock to the head, but that's a big loss for
Sean Kelly with the kick out again over towards Yara's waiting for Leo Scanlon comes in and attacks that ball well. Well done, nice. Matthew Potter has it here. He chips it up and toes. PJ Scanlon is coming over here on his left hand side. This is the difference with Shamrock Gaels. If we can get PJ Scanlon into the, he just fumbles it there and he wins it back though.
Wins it back, yep.
Get in, Alex!
Reece Armstrong with the ball,
And
coming out, good tackle.
To the hand, to the hand.
Jack Toohey has it here now. He gives the pass
Get off him,
into.
get off him.
He gives it into Jack Breheny. Jack Breheny's on the left. He gives it over to Keelan. Over to Darren McKeown.
Get outside of
Darren
him.
McKeown needs support here coming now.
It's a one-on-one
lovely
battle
little touch
there.
by Darren McKeown.
Well done, unlucky. That's
number
Kyle
12 did very well though.
Kyle McLaughlin coming back and winning that ball very well. That was an important interception there. Up to James Dillon Barnacle, the manager's son, James Barnacle's son. He hits a left-footed shot, but it's intercepted by number 11. Ball into the full forward line, into Seamus Casey, the goalkeeper.
Off the ground, he looked like he picked it outside the small square, Fergal, did he?
But he got away with it. Michael Saka then with the clearance.
It's a high ball
Alan
up, but Jack
Puddins.
Toohey looks to be under this ball. Stephen Smith has it for Shamrock Gaels. He takes it. He'll recycle it back out here to Jack Toohey. Jack Toohey is looking to go by. That's a good tackle by number 11.
Fantastic tackle by Reece Armstrong. Very good. I thought that was an exceptional dummy solo, but he didn't get away with it.
PJ Scanlon's having an impact on this game again now since he came through.
Okay, and it decided.
Unlucky, but
a frantic bit of play there. Some good football. A few errors up to Gary Foran. Gary Foran has a lot of space in front of him.
That's a great tackle by Jack Toohey.
Because he got a tackle
I
there.
thought he would have got. Stephen Smith has it. He gives it to Keelan Hannon. He's on the 35. A short kick pass into Jack Barrett.
Michael
Jack
Saka
wasn't
sees
expecting
the
it.
danger and he comes out with the ball.
And that's
a
good
right-footed
block.
shot out to Alan Puddins, the sub. Alan Puddins' first play of the game. He looks up, he sees Thomas McNiff. Lovely ball in front of him. Into his play. Thomas didn't have to break stride. He sees Gary Farron inside. Hand pass into Gary Farron. Gary loses control of it, gets it up at the second time, gets it up at the third time. Goes on a solo run again.
That's good tackling.
Turns. Has he any help or will he go himself? There's a free in there. Yeah, he was getting advantage, but it didn't work out. So I suppose a free in for
a bit of frantic play here. There was gave away the ball 2 or 3 times each team. They just couldn't hold on to it. I think there's a wee bit of rushing. Shamrock Gaels are kind of rushing the kick pass in there instead of maybe taking the extra steps. They're looking for that kick pass, but St. John's defenders are ahead of them nearly at every time in the full forward line.
To be fair to both teams, whenever the ball is in hand, there's good tackling going in. So I suppose it's a good sign of both teams. Gary Farron with another kick as a shot at goal, but it's gone to the left this time. And wide. So score again 3-4 to St. John's. Shamrock Gaels 1-2. Again a very, very close game. We've seen it already during the game how the momentum has swung in the direction of each team as they scored a goal.
27.5 minutes gone in the first half here, Fergal. So that's a better kick for number 11.
Reece Armstrong
gets
up for the ball at midfield. Nice collection of the ball there. He looks for Owen Savage. Owen has the ball. Owen is very good at the solo run as well. He's looking up. He sees Kyle McLaughlin. Kyle tries to pick it up. Picks it up into Barry, but it's intercepted by Niall Kenny.
Now. This is where Shamrock Gaels need Niall Kelly to go. Keelan Hanna is in front of him. He's on his third solo. He's at the 45. He's travelled 30 yards with it already. Now he's going to try and go by him again. He's gone on his outside. Niall Kenny is going through. Shamrock Gaels really need a goal. That's a point. That's a fantastic point by Niall Kenny. That's exactly what Shamrock Gaels need him to come through, but we really needed a goal on our side there, Fergal, and he was very unlucky.
It was a fantastic run by Niall Kenny. He scored 2 points now. Excellent points. Thoroughly deserved to be seeing these points in Markfridge Park. As he was running through there, it reminded me of Eamon O'Hara's goal in the Connacht final, and I thought he was going to get the net, but it just went over the bar.
It was a goal was what was needed. He nearly deserved the goal with that chance, and St. John's are through here
ball
again.
Up to Alan Puddins. Alan Puddins with the ball, a nice strong lad. Into James Malone. James Malone back to Barry McNamara. He's a good left foot. Will he put it over the bar with his left foot? He passes it into Gary Farron. Gary Farron, another hand pass to Oisin Mullane. The 2 goals scored already.
And Jack Toohey just kind of kicks it away. He needed to.
Back out to Kyle McLaughlin. Kyle is on his own. He's looking for help. He sees Dara Patton to his left. Hand pass to Dara Patton. Dara sees a pass inside. Lovely pass into Alan Puddins. Alan Puddins with a hand pass over to James Malone. James Malone is going to be blocked. He has a good shot.
That's a great block by.
Okay, and a free out for Shamrock Gaels.
That was a beautiful pass in there.
Beautiful pass outside of the right foot over to Alan Puddins. To be fair, they should have got a score out of that.
And Stephen Smith with it here now. He gives a total pass back to Matthew Potter. Matthew likes to run through with the ball here. Now great pass to Stephen Smith.
That's a
And
great
Stephen
hand
Smith
pass
has
into
it.
the
He needs to
centre.
carry key. He has the pace. He needs to keep going. Jack Bryony comes in. He needs to go down on this ball. He could get us free if he goes down on it, and he picks it off the ground.
Yeah, to be fair, he put his hand on the ball there, which is unlucky because they had the momentum going forward there. Jack Davey did very well, just tracking his man back there.
Great tackle by Matthew Potter.
Very good tackle. Very good interception.
They thought there was a free.
Yeah. Good kick pass up to Gary Farron. Gary's on the centre half forward position. He's doing very well today. He's going another solo run. How many more times can he go on a solo run?
Now
Great
Jack
tackle.
Toohey takes a solo. It's a great tackling by St. John's there. They're putting him under huge pressure coming out with the ball. It looks like it's raining there now, Fergal, so it's going to be a wee bit slippery now.
Yeah, it will
Jack
be.
Toohey does very well. He keeps going. Lovely pass to Keelan Hannon here. Keelan Hannon gives a hand pass back to Jack Toohey. Stephen Smith goes down on it.
Yeah, there's two St. John's lads around him, but he still managed to get the ball.
And that's
He'll
a
get
free.
it free. Yeah. That was deserved free there. I
Matthew
think Shamrock
Potter
Gaels should use this ball well now, you know.
That's a great. Aaron Coleman is coming out. He hasn't won it. Aaron Coleman hasn't seemed to be getting any play.
Yeah.
Very dangerous corner forward if he can get the ball here. Jack Breheny.
That's a high ball.
And it looks to be swinging just to the left and wide.
Just to the left, yeah. So Jack Breheny is marking Jack Davey, the two Jacks in the corner positions there.
Matthew Potter had a wee bit more there. He came in towards the middle of the pitch there and he showed a bit of a strength there. He intercepted
Absolutely.
a couple of balls.
And he had a great hand pass into the centre. That's Sean's son.
Shawnee's son, yeah.
Yeah, very good.
You would have played against Shawnee.
I did indeed.
Yeah.
We were in Summerhill together. Alan Puddin's on the run again, up to Dara Patton and Gary Foran. Gary Foran with the ball again. Kick pass up to Oisin Mullane, the small full forward.
And PJ Scanlon, that's a great interception by PJ Scanlon. Yaris Rooney is coming out. Darren McKeown is.
Kyle McLaughlin there, yeah. Touching on the ground perhaps.
Yeah.
Okay, half time.
So the score in the extra electrical side going to 14 B Championship final half time is 3-4 for St. John's, 1-3 for Shamrock Gaels. Everything to play for in the second half. Just, I think the goals, Shamrock Gaels were a wee bit unlucky, but you'd have to say St. John's deserved to be ahead for it.
Yeah, look, they deserve to be ahead. I think, you know, they've played well, they've taken their chances. Obviously they've missed a few chances, which you know, every team is going to do that. You know, they are attacking well. There's probably a couple of different areas where they're attacking from. Obviously Gary Farron, you know, absolutely brilliant. Thomas McNiff, Lee Kern going off now, Shane, is going to be a loss.
We definitely think that Niall Kenny, Shamrock Gaels got a wee bit momentum in the middle of the pitch when he did go off.
Yeah.
Niall Kenny made that big 80 probably yards of a run there when he did go off. So PJ Scanlon came into it more there after the first water break for Shamrock Gaels. They really need himself and Niall and Jack Toohey around the middle of the pitch to be driving on, which they did. And in fairness, like, there's nothing really in it. A goal and a point will bring everything back into it.
Absolutely.
But St. John's look like they have goals in them. They look like they're getting in for a goal chance easier than Shamrock Gaels, but things can change.
Yeah. To be fair, like, you know, 3 kicks to the ball, I suppose will bring the game back into play again. You know.
Are we going to take a wee break here? I think till we get the second half. So
I heard Rory O'Brien's making a cup of tea. Are you, Rory?
Yeah, more coffee, man. It's the Irish coffee.
Lovely. Welcome back again to Markievicz Park for the second half of the U14 B Championship Final from 2020, and it's great to be commentating on this wonderful game of football.
We're joined here by a few of your supporters here, Fergal. It looks like they're looking at us. So
yeah, we get good
Joe Hines throws in the ball.
So back on again. Lee Curran is back playing. That's a miracle, because I thought he was out for the game. On to Thomas McNiff. Thomas evades a tackle there off the upright over to James Barnacle. James Dillon Barnacle with his right foot. A goal, and that's a really good start for St. John's in the second half. Within a couple of seconds, a goal in. Now that's going to be disheartening for Shamrock Gaels. James Dillon Barnacle with the goal with his right foot, predominantly a left-footed player. But well
that was
taken.
Just a start that they didn't need.
Thomas McNiff off the upright, and it fell in front of James Dillon. Shamrock Gaels with a kick out again. Sean Kelly. Sean Kelly with a great kick out up to the centre of the pitch. There's a bit of hassling at the midfield there.
And Niall Kenny wins it. Niall Kenny with the pass for Aaron Coleman, who's come out to the half-forward line. Aaron has a great bit of turn of pace if he comes through into Jack Braheny. Jack Braheny with the hand pass. Good interception
by Barry McNamara. Jack Davey with the ball. He's looking up the pitch. Barry in support. Barry McNamara in support. Up to Dara Patton. Dara Patton, well marshalled there onto Lee Kern. Lee Kern picks it off the ground. He's looking for a solo run. He's looking for help. He gets Barry McNamara back into Lee again. Okay, that's the second time that Lee has been adjudged.
He has an awful lot of. He's a huge amount of pace.
He has.
Jack Toohey with a short pass. Darren McKeown comes in trying to win it physically.
Well done, Owen Savage. Up to Lee Kern again. Kyle McLaughlin pulls in the ball up to Owen Savage. Owen Savage sees Thomas McNiff. Back to Lee Curran. Lee Curran looking up the pitch again. Hand pass into Thomas McNiff. Another hand pass to Gary Farn. One solo. Gary sees a bit of space in front. Another solo. Will he have a shot with his left foot? He does. And it goes over the bar. That's a fine score, in fairness to that age group, where you have a solo run with the right and a point with the left. Gary, in fairness, at the moment he's having a man of the match performance. A bit early to be saying that, but
his running power is too much for the Shamrock Gaels defence at the moment. Sean Kelly here at the kick again. He'll be looking at Stephen Smith. There's a load of space in front of him as Stephen comes in.
It comes up to Reece Armstrong, and Reece gets possession. Reece takes a hop and a solo. He looks up, another solo. He looks up, he takes another solo, and just has taken a little bit too much out of the ball.
A great interception by PJ Scanlon there.
Commits a free kick. He'd probably get a card for that. He didn't want the play to continue really, so he stopped the play. Yeah, he's going to get a yellow card. Back.
Score here now was 4-5 to St. John's, 1-3 to Shamrock Gaels. 3 minutes gone in the second half. St. John's got a goal with their first real attack in the second half to put them further afield when it was Shamrock Gaels that really needed the goal. A yellow card here now for number 11, Reece Armstrong for St. John's, and Matthew Potter with the free. Passes over to PJ Scanlon. Great turn by PJ Scanlon again. He takes his steps in a solo. He's gathered up. He's 60 yards out. He gives it to Stephen Smith, who turns back in. Gives a pass to PJ Scanlon again. PJ with a wee dink pass over to Darren McKeown. They linked up great last year in the same sides.
Reece Armstrong with a hand in.
Stephen Smith wins it again here now. He's going to play PJ Scanlon with the ball. PJ breaks the tackle. He comes through. He's about 30 yards out. He'll give the hand pass to Darren McKeown. Shamrock Gaels, Darren McKeown, lovely dink in. And it's a great catch by the goalie.
Okay, so Seamus Casey saved that ball. Good save into his chest. He was slightly off balance, but he was pushed into the goal and free out. Thomas McNiff at midfield. Thomas on a solo one sees Barry McNamara. Barry with his left foot takes a left footed solo. A kick pass into Gary Farn. Gary with the ball. Gary taking on a solo run again, and a shot with his right foot is going to drop short.
And Sean Kelly gathers it well. Sean puts a high kick out to the corner where he seems to be just rushing
Barry's taking possession.
Work with him, Jack. Work with him.
Three Shamrock Gaels players around him, but he gets it away to Dara Patton. Dara on a solo run into James Dillon Barnacle. James Dillon with a hand pass into Oisin Mullane. Will Oisin get a shot off? He passes it to Gary Farn. Gary Farn is surrounded by a lot of Shamrock Gaels out there, but it goes wide.
There looks to be a new player on there. Regan McMorrow looks to have come on the pitch there, number 14 for
Regan McMorrow, number 14, yes. Sub for the St. John's team. He came on for Killian Doherty, number 2.
And Sean Kelly coming out with the kick out again now.
Aaron, you have to look for these kickouts too, lad.
Seeing what his options are, he looks to be aiming over towards where Adam O'Carroll is. That's a long kick by over towards Aaron Coleman. Stephen Smith comes in
Reece
and loses
Armstrong
it.
again. He's getting a little bit of possession here.
That's great tackling by Stephen Smith. Has really worked hard. Jack Toohey, we ball up here to Jack Byrne. He needs to come in and attack the ball back to Jack Toohey. Jack Toohey stops Keelan Hannon.
Owen Savage going to clean up the play there. Going to get out of trouble with his long solo run. And up to Lee Curran. Lee gets possession there. Head up, looking for Dara Patton. Dara Patton with the head up, looking for a pass inside. He goes in his own solo run. Has another solo, looking up, still looking for help. He passes it into Thomas McNiff, but it's not a great pass back to Dara Patton. Dara going for his left-footed shot, and it goes wide.
He's a great athlete, number 7, Dara Patton. He's a great athlete.
Absolutely brilliant athlete. Son of Gavin and Lorraine. Gavin would have played football back in the day as well. Dara is fantastic. He's obviously played with Sligo Rovers over the years, Sligo Leitrim, but yeah, fine athlete.
Sean Kelly with the kick here again, putting it up on top of Jack Toohey and number 3.
James Dillon Barnacle down on the ball, and as he was picking up the ball, he just got a little push, so it's a free in for St. John's. James Dillon Barnacle takes it himself. A long high ball in. It's going to bounce into the goalkeeper's hands.
Choose a hands!
And Sean Kelly with it. Hits it out, looks for Niall Kenny. It's a great catch. Aaron Coleman is free here if he gives the ball up to Aaron Coleman, and now Shamrock Gaels has something opened here.
There's a man inside.
And he gives the pass
forward
into Keelan Hannon. Just fumbles it, loses it. Well, he does very well to gain back the ball. Unfortunately, just picked it off the ground.
Very unlucky, because it could have been a free in there. I thought there was a kick while he was picking it, but anyways, yeah.
That's a great pass, Fergal.
Nice pass to Barry McNamara and a great catch. Dara Patton is coming into play now. He's like a playmaker. Himself and Lee Meehan are very similar players here at midfield. Both lads have spent hours in Coolbeg training, to be fair. Dara with a right-footed shot. If that goes over, very similar.
That's a brilliant score.
Very similar to Niall Kenny's score in the first half.
They're very similar players, aren't they? The two of them. They have so much athleticism, and in fairness, the two of them are outstanding. But that's a brilliant score.
Absolutely.
The score at the moment is St. John's 4-6, Shamrock Gaels 1-3. Another outstanding score there, Fergal. Now we're seeing an exhibition of long-range points here. Some great scores all day. High ball into midfield. It's been contested by 4 lads. Yaris Rooney picks up the break there. Now he takes his steps, and Yaris gets the free. There's 7.5 minutes gone here in the first half, or the second half. Water break will be coming up in about 8 or 9 minutes. So Yaris has the free here. Who's looking for? Thomas McNiff has been called over to the referee Joe Hines, and Joe, I think, may have seen too many fouls now from Thomas McNiff, so I think he's going to... I think it can be quite unfair sometimes when you have the bigger lads that say under 14, that when they do tackle the smaller lads, it does nearly be a free, and a lot of times they get booked for tackles. But I didn't see much there, but maybe we missed it further. Yeah, another yellow card for St. John's man. Great pass to Leo Scanlon. Leo has his brother PJ on the left hand side. Yellow. PJ takes his hop, he takes his steps, and he's getting a pullback for a free. A free in again for Shamrock Gaels. PJ and Leo last year would have been out kickboxing with Ireland, kickboxing. So multiple of sports. They're all playing. Well, there's lads that's playing rugby, soccer, Gaelic, kickboxing. It's great that they've so much choice. Yeah, absolutely. All the players from St. John's and Shamrock Gaels. I was just talking to Sean Potter on the way in there. He's involved obviously with the boxing club, doing great work then with the underage. Yeah, I think there's probably a few St. John's lads maybe in training with them. Possibly, maybe. Yeah. Niall Kenny with the free from 40 yards out, and just looks to have gone to the left and wide. That was unlucky. Right, yeah. The atmosphere has kind of quietened down a wee bit here, Fergal, even with I'd say it'll get going again and it'll open up. Michael Saka is going to take the next kick out for St. John's. St. John's 4-6 here, 1-3 for Shamrock Gaels, just for anyone just tuning in. So kick out to the right hand side, out to Owen Savage. In fairness, that was a great run by Owen Savage from the centre out to the right hand side of the pitch. Lee Kern is on his shoulder. Lee Kern has great speed. He's looking up. Oh, that's kind of unfortunate for Lee Kern, in fairness. He just did I thought he just did a spin to get away from Niall Kenny's tackle, and then... Yeah, that's the third time he's been called for overcarrying. Probably a little bit harsh. We have another sub coming on for St. John's. Number 20 is Adam Feeney. There's a Shamrock Gaels connection there, Fergal, with Adam, of course, with Sarah, who would have played for Shamrock Gaels. Yeah, Adam is coming on there for James Malone. James had a very good game. Again, these two lads will be the younger
section of this
They will
particular
be.
team.
Adam will still be under 13.
He is
right,
indeed.
Fergal,
Adam is playing with our under 13 A team, who were involved in a semi-final on Wednesday night out in Scarden. In Stenson Park in Coolbeg.
And Matthew Potter with the long kick through. Niall Kenny catches it. He's
Great
on the
catch.
He's on the 50. He's passed it back into Jack Braheny. He's looking to get the return again. Jack Braheny gives it across to Darren McKeown. Darren McKeown takes his gives a pass in to Niall.
Owen Savage with a little
Niall Kenny has it. And Niall Kenny is in for a great goal. That's a brilliant goal by Niall Kenny.
Brilliant goal.
There's still chance for Shamrock Gaels here if they can just get enough ball around the middle of the pitch. That was a great movement there from Matthew Potter. There was about 6 players involved there with a pass.
Fantastic
and a great finish again.
Absolutely. There was no stopping that shot. Michael Zaka with the kick out.
A great pass by Jack Toohey in the middle of the pitch. Jack is looking here now. He is Aaron Coleman gone up and Jack tries to run at it. He takes a solo.
By Barry. He's holding him up well there. A pass into the middle.
Into Keelan Hannon there now. And he just picks it off. There seems to be a lot of lads, maybe a bit of nervousness for them because they're not putting their. I suppose this is their first game of the year. They're kind of train all you want, but they've had no match. So
no, they've had very little
there's
football.
Been a few balls not picked up properly. Matthew Potter attacks this ball, and Gary Farron.
Gary Farron regains possession there. Yeah, Owen Savage up with the ball. Kyle McLaughlin over to Gary Farron. And Gary has been quiet for the last 5 minutes.
And Matthew Potter does very well there. Stephen Smith comes in. Stephen Smith is tackling very well now today. Stephen carries the ball. He takes a solo. He needs to put his head up now and look. He needs to be looking for
plenty of space there in front of him. Well done, James Dillon Barnacle got back with a nice interception with his left foot. Pass up to Barry McNamara and Dara Patton.
And Leo, well, that's a great interception by Leo Scanlon.
Yeah, absolutely. Sideline ball for Barry McNamara of St. John's. There's 2 forwards in, Regan McMorrow and Adam Feeney. The new sub is in the full forward line. If Barry hits any of them, Thomas McNiff in there as well. It's up to Adam Feeney. Adam gets possession. Adam again, fine, skillful player. Dara Patton with the ball, lovely dummy solo. Excellent play, up to Adam Feeney. Adam is a fine, talented player. Adam is tackled out to Barry McNamara. James Dillon Barnacle outside looking for the ball. James has a great left foot. He'll have a shot. Kind of pass over to the middle into Ushie Mullane. I don't believe it. 3 goals for Ushie Mullane. Absolutely fantastic.
And that brings the score up to 5-6.
Sorry, Regan. That's Regan McMorrow.
To Shamrock Gaels 2-3.
Apologies about that. 2 goals for Ushie and 1 goal for Regan McMorrow.
That's
the sub that's come in there.
He's gone in. Is he going to call it for a square ball? We couldn't really see from here, Fergal, but it seemed to be that the goalie kind of hesitated a wee bit maybe to come out, so maybe he is going to look for a square ball.
Yeah, I thought it bounced in there as well.
Yeah, it's hard to know what way it came in from our angle.
Yeah,
and it's a goal.
It's a goal, yeah. Okay, it's a goal, yeah. Great play on this left-hand side. Lovely interaction between Adam Feeney, Dara Patton, James Dillon Barnacle with the cross into the centre, and Regan McMorrow with the goal. Well done, Regan.
Sean Kelly with the long kick out here. We pushed the back for Niall Kenny. He could have given the advantage just there now. In fairness, it was no benefit to him.
Yeah, kind of hesitated, but yeah.
Jack Bryan needs to get it now and bag it and give it back into
Jack Boleyn with a hand in there. He's making it difficult for your Jack.
And he just kicks it up into the air. And Matthew Potter comes onto it. Keelan Hannon has gone inside. PJ Scanlon's over to his left hand side. PJ Scanlon takes a solo. He looks up. He's going to go through his man. He's great balance going on his left. Darren McKeown for the pass. Darren McKeown is coming in. Just Darren McKeown pops it across and get in Keelan Hannon, and that's another goal for Shamrock Gaels.
Goal. Yeah,
that's a great goal for Shamrock Gaels. Came the whole way up from Matthew Potter to PJ Scanlon up to Darren McKeown, and we talked about goals, Fergal, and if that goal didn't go in for St. John's, Shamrock Gaels just need to get another score instead of letting St. John's get back down and get another goal.
Absolutely.
So it's 5-6 to St. John's, 3-3 to Shamrock Gaels. Looking at time-wise,
still nothing in this game, you know.
14 and a half minutes gone in the second half. Water break will be coming soon.
Yeah. Great kick out there by Michael Saka. There was a bit of space to the right-hand side. Gary Farron using his soccer skills.
And that's great tackling between Jack Toohey and PJ Scanlon, and unfortunately just hit it out over the sideline.
Okay, sideline ball for St. John's.
Shamrock Gaels just can't seem to get 2 scores in a row, Fergal. This seems to be the problem, that St. John's are coming down getting a score. They're working ferociously hard. They've won the ball back again here. PJ Scanlon over to Matthew Potter coming up the middle of the pitch. Matthew takes a solo. he gives a hand pass intercepted into Niall Kenny. If Niall can break the first tackle, he can be in because it can open up for him. He's going across the pitch, trying to inject a bit of pace, gives a lovely pass into Aaron Coleman. Aaron Coleman needs to just steady himself, go down, cut inside. A lovely little tap. That's a great score by Aaron Coleman.
Yeah, very nice point.
And that's the first time Shamrock Gaels have got 2 scores in a row. So
very tough angle there for that shot, and he did very well to get around his man and ultimately take his scoring chance. Well done, Shamrock Gaels.
5-6 to St. John's, 3-4 for Shamrock Gaels. 15.5 minutes gone.
Super stuff. Let's keep it going now. Come on, lads, let's win this one.
Shamrock Gaels, if they can get on this and get another score, he'll make it an interesting last 15 minutes with the water break. Jack Toohey is up. That's a great catch by Jack Toohey in the middle of the pitch.
Super field at midfield, yeah. Alan Putden's making it difficult there, using his strength, getting the ball into Thomas McNiff. Thomas back to Alan. Gary Farron has gone into full forward position there now. Regan McMorrow in the corner. Barry, left-footed pass, kind of high.
And Jack Toohey intercepts that.
Good interception by Jack Toohey.
Now Niall Kenny has it here. That's huge pace by the Houston lads.
There's Lee Curran right on his tail.
And Niall Kenny is carrying solo. Niall Kenny is looking to go inside him. If he cuts inside, he'll open it up. Niall is coming there. He's taking another solo. He's taking the time, and that's
a great score.
That's a brilliant score by Niall Kenny. Shamrock Gaels really have taken the pressure now. They don't want a water break to come now at this stage, Fergal. So it's 3-5 to Shamrock Gaels, 5-6 for St. John's, and we're going for the water break.
Water break coming up.
I must tell Joe he needs to stop at the water for the moment. We're on a bit of a roll, so I better stop the stopwatch here now. And 16.5 minutes gone.
Yeah.
In the first quarter of the second half.
Great 5 minutes there.
Kieran Feeney walking by here now, happy with Adam coming onto the pitch, and he's got his entourage behind him.
Yeah, great to see all the Feeneys here.
Future St. John's stairs. I see, is your young fella there? He is.
That's Fergal. Michael is right. Yeah, himself and Evan are our best mates.
And Evan.
But yeah, very, very good. Section. I think that was probably Shamrock Gaels' best 5-6 minutes in the whole game, you know. And I think that maybe St. John's are tiring a little bit. A couple of sloppy passes, and I see there that, you know, even Niall Kenny's run forward there, he was tracked by Lee Curran but ultimately a great score.
Yeah, he couldn't. He was running full tilt and he still couldn't really catch him. Like, it seems Gary Farron has gone into full forward. Like, these lads, this is their first game of any match, really. So St. John's put so much probably effort into that first 45 minutes that maybe Shamrock Gaels have a wee bit more in the legs so that could be one of the things.
It'd be just interesting to see if St. John's will use any more players on their bench. There is some talent left to come in. And I suppose, to be fair, you can do all the training in the world, but when you get to a game situation like this, certainly it'll be the last quarter here now that will tell a difference in both teams.
In the games last year that I would have seen with Shamrock Gaels, like they would never really have been ahead of too many teams. They would have always have kept going, and they would have a good finish. There is goals in them, we know that. St. John's the same thing. There is goals in these games, but it's really about getting. Jack Toohey and Niall Kenny have dominated the last 5 minutes in midfield, and they really need Niall Kenny maybe to go to a centre half forward position and just drive at St. John's at every chance if they could put someone else into midfield.
Yeah. If you look at half time, the second half started with St. John's leading by 2 goals and a point. I'm just looking at the scoreboard again. We start into the last quarter and it's the same scoring difference. So there was huge momentum there for both sides in that third period. St. John's obviously starting the better with an immediate goal, and then the momentum swung halfway through, and Shamrock Gaels certainly finished better there.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the St. John's here having a team talk, and you see Paul McNamara, the Sligo centre half back here, and there's about 4 St. John's lads that are every bit as big as Paul McNamara here at under 14. They are a very big physical team, and I think people may not realise how big and strong they are.
Yeah,
and their power. But as you said, maybe that they've emptied the tank a wee bit maybe for that first 45 minutes, and now the Shamrock Gaels have a bit of momentum. The water. This is what I was on about earlier on. The 4 quarters, it changes the game. Like, if Shamrock Gaels had no break there, the momentum was there. Now St. John's can reassess the situation. Shamrock Gaels, the momentum is with them.
It really comes down to now who wants it more. I see there's another sub in there for St. John's. Number 19 Jeremiah Tanko is coming in to the fray, and Oshie Mullane has come out of the fray there. So it's really who wants it more. We're starting off the last quarter. I think it's important that we see, I suppose, the lads for St. John's in particular, that the guys that have done well so far, that they continue to do well. Gary Farron, Thomas McNiff, Lee Curran, Dara Patton, Barry McNamara midfield, Owen Savage at centre half back should come into the play a bit more. He's got a great engine in him. I see he's moving left and right, looking for the first kick out of the last quarter. So best of luck to both teams for the last quarter. Michael Sachs
I'll start the stopwatch again here now.
So a great kick out, well won there at midfield by Kyle McLaughlin. Kyle McLaughlin. Adam Feeney up to Regan McMorrow.
And Shamrock Gaels have it again. You can just see there the little pass, the things they're fumbling now at the moment. It's just, it's kind of turned PJ Scanlon's away here again. PJ won't tire anyways, that's one thing for sure.
Thomas McGiff is working hard back to help out his defenders here.
His solo on his left hand side. He gives a hand pass back to Jack Toohey. Going to recycle it. Jack Toohey looks at, and PJ Scanlon's with him, just giving the hand pass. Now PJ Scanlon has it again.
Barry McNamara just helping back there, put a bit of pressure on.
Jack Toohey, look who he's looking for his mate, Niall Kenny. And Niall just
with a good interception. He sees up Thomas McNiff up forward. Thomas has plenty of space in front of him. Thomas loves a bit of space in front so he can take his long stridey solo run. He's looking inside for Lee Curran, who's at pace. Lee is looking for a hand pass. Don't get over carrying Ray. Into Gary Farron. Gary Farron hand pass into Dara Patton. Will Dara be able to take a shot? He's surrounded by Shamrock Gaels lads. Out to James Dillon Barnacle. James Dillon with a left-footed shot.
That's a great block by Niall Kenny.
Block by Niall Kenny, and it's a 45 for St. John's. Great bit of defending there by Shamrock Gaels. I felt that St. John's had an overlap there with one or two lads going forward from Thomas McNiff, but the Shamrock Gaels defenders streamed back, and
it was
and got
45.
A good block
Is Gary Farron going hitting it?
Gary Farron with the ball in his hand.
Will he?
Watch your short, Niall.
Will he get a bit of distance in this further?
He will. He scores these in training. Now he's put one right and one left. Will this one go over the bar? It goes left. It's dropping short. James Dillon Barnacle.
A square ball and
square
free out
ball.
to Shamrock Gaels. Shamrock Gaels need to be careful here to just don't kick this away to Gary Farron.
It's a high ball
That's
out there. Barry
huge
McNamara's
pressure
looking
on
for
that
it.
kick.
Barry's getting possession of it now. He's got Dara Patton in support. Adam Feeney is in front. Dara Patton with a great solo run through the defender. James Dillon Barnacle with
again.
A pass with a nice block and a kick out.
And Sean Kelly.
But keeper, well done. Kyle McLaughlin. Okay, Barry McNamara just coming in to sweep it up. There's plenty of room for Barry. Up to Lee Curran. Lee Curran out to Dara Patton. Dara back in to Kyle McLaughlin. Barry McNamara. On into Adam Feeney. Adam Feeney likes bursting through a defence and he will shoot. Gary Farron going one way, going to his left. Will he have a shot? That's an excellent score.
That's a great score.
Yeah, he kind of lost possession there. Ball came loose and he swung his left boot at it and over the bar. Scoreline 5 goals and 7 points to St. John's. 3-5 to Shamrock Gaels. Again, very good start to the game.
And two subs coming in here for Shamrock Gaels.
Yeah.
If Dylan White and Leo Kennedy coming in for Darren McKeown and Jack Barrett.
So away we go again. Beautiful evening here in Markvich Park. Barry McNamara on his own in the middle of the field here.
Sean Kelly with the kick out here.
Nice high ball, lovely for fielding. And another bit of tussle.
Niall Kenny wins it there now.
All these tussles at midfield have gone Shamrock Gaels' way. Sean Potter's son there and through the middle.
Matthew Potter who takes a solo and he's gone through. He gives a hand pass if he gets it there.
He's tripped up there. Yeah, free in for Shamrock Gaels.
Niall Kenny has it here about 45 yards out. He could fancy putting this over the bar. He can strike a lovely ball off the ground as well, same as Gary Farron.
It's a decent kick if he gets this.
He just
nice
pulls
strike,
it to the
just
left.
pulling a bit to
He
the
got
left,
the distance,
yeah.
but yeah.
So back with a St. John's kick out to reset the play again. Michael Saxa looking up the pitch. He sees Joe Hines is looking at the ball. What's happening here? He's maybe asking him to retake it. Oh, Jeremiah Tanko just tying his lace inside the 21. I think that was the.
It looks like Niall Kenny has gone to centre half forward here for Shamrock Gaels, and Keelan Hannon has gone out to midfield.
Okay, interesting.
Shamrock Gaels will just go for the juggler here if Niall Kenny gets in and just spread out and make space for him.
Michael Saxa with another fine kick out of midfield. Nice mark by Adam Feeney. Adam up to Barry McNamara. Barry with his left foot. He's looking for a pass into Thomas McNiff. Will it reach Thomas McNiff? It does. Thomas McNiff, one bounce and he'll have a shot. Gary Farron will have a shot and he'll finish it.
Yeah. Another great goal by Gary Farron there. He's anticipating everything that's coming through.
Absolutely,
there.
and these names keep propping up in these movements. Barry McNamara looking up into Thomas McNiff. Again, Thomas didn't have to break his stride, but he had to get possession, got possession, and it just fell right to Gary Farron, who slotted it away.
And a great catch by Matthew Potter.
That's his second field there, Matthew
Up
Potter.
to Aaron Coleman. Aaron Coleman turns inside. He should be looking for...
Nice interception, Adam Feeney. Okay, unlucky on pushing the back.
Jack Toohey. Now he's looking for Niall Kenny. Is Niall going to get away? He's in through. Look at Keelan Hannon with him, give him the hand pass.
Niall has got great pace there.
And it's a great goal by Shamrock Gaels.
Fantastic goal.
Niall Kenny made it there. Great pass in. Matthew Potter won the kick out. So
Keelan Hannon with the goal, is it?
Yeah, Keelan Hannon would be Porrick Duffy. Would be Porrick Duffy's grandson.
Okay.
Porrick from Eastern Hearts, former county board secretary. Yes. That's a great score from Keelan Hannon. Yeah. He's moved out to midfield. See, that's what you want, a midfielder running through, and Niall Kenny created the space.
Absolutely.
It's St. John 6-7, Shamrock Gaels 4-5. About 8 minutes to go in this on the U14 B Championship Final. And Shamrock Gaels have the line ball again here. PJ Scanlon with the ball. PJ high ball in towards Niall Kenny. Niall Kenny wins this. He's going to take his man on and he's going to be nearly through again. He's opening it up. He's gone through. He hits the pass. And he's in for another goal. That's brilliant by Niall Kenny.
Wow. It's an excellent move to put Niall Kenny into centre half forward.
Niall Kenny really has changed the game by going to centre half forward. It's 5-5 for Shamrock Gaels, 6-7 for St. John's. It really is a Niall Kenny and a Gary Farron. Yeah. Gary Farron and Niall seem to be the two real key men for getting the scores.
5 points in it, 2 kicks of the game, which is nothing in this particular game.
And Keelan, Stephen Smith and PJ Scanlon did really well over on that side to win the ball now. So, and if he passes to him, he's not 13 metres. There should be a hot ball by Joe Hines.
Just about, I'd say, Shane. Michael Saxa coming out with the ball. I don't know why they played it short there, because they were winning stuff at midfield. Up to Dara Patton. Dara with a good possession. Oh, unlucky. Good pass in there. Regan McMorrow gets his hands on the ball.
And throw ball, Shamrock Gaels free.
Yeah, throw ball. Free kick for Shamrock Gaels. It's a loose one. I think the kicker was under pressure there. Barry McNamara with a left-footed shot.
That's a great score.
It's a good score.
But Shamrock Gaels rushed it there. They were trying to get out the ball.
They did. They rushed it there. He didn't have enough space, the kicker, to kick it.
It's bringing it back to a 6-point game. A 6-8 for St. John's, 5-5 for Shamrock Gaels. And Niall Kenny looks to be gone into full forward there, actually. That's Matthew Potter is going across.
Reece Armstrong with a great catch at midfield. Loses possession.
A great interception by PJ Scanlon. Now PJ needs to carry the ball, use his pace. Matthew Potter is with him.
Hand pass goes a bit astray and it's back into Kyle McLaughlin. Kyle McLaughlin with the ball. Onto Lee Curran. Lee Curran with a good kick pass up to Adam Feeney. Adam Feeney with the ball and looks up. Another kick pass.
Great pass.
Great pass into who we got there? 18.
Wide.
Rowan Tully on the pitch.
Adam Feeney doesn't now look out of place at 2 years younger for this team, does he?
Absolutely
for the way
not,
he's played it. He's gone out to centre forward there.
Adam Feeney is a great pass in there. Great pass in there to Rowan Tully with a right-footed shot just left and wide. Another sub on here, Regan McMorrow coming off, and we have 21 coming on, Donald Flynn.
We're looking at about 7 minutes to go here. Fergal will be added time as well. Shamrock Gaels need to win this kick out. Sean Kelly out with it. Goes out towards Stephen Smith and he does very well. He got us free, but he did very well. Keelan Hannon is in front of him. Keelan needs to win this ball.
Well done, Lee Curran. Jersey pull, but he gets the advantage into Thomas McNiff. Thomas McNiff to Adam Feeney. Adam Feeney on a solo run. He'll pass it back to Thomas McNiff. No, he passed it to Gary Farron. Gary Farron breaking through a tackle. Back into Thomas McNiff. These names are popping up again, and a goal.
That's a brilliant goal.
By Thomas
brilliant
McNiff.
Goal.
Now,
That's great
that
movement.
was fantastic play, to be fair.
The twin towers, as you called them earlier on, they've caused serious trouble here for Shamrock Gaels today.
Yeah, you know, they work so well off each other.
It's nearly as good as yourself and Darren McGarty back in the day, Fergal.
Oh, I don't know about that.
That's a brilliant goal by number 5, Thomas McNiff.
Great goal by Thomas McNiff.
And that puts the scoreline here 7-8 to 5-5.
Into Kyle McLaughlin at midfield. Kyle has had an excellent game at centre, at left half back here.
He would be close to getting a man of the match as well, nearly, Fergal. Kyle McLaughlin. I don't think he's made a mistake
Absolutely.
today.
He's been a very quiet but influential player there today. Back out to Kyle. Will Kyle have a shot? He deserves a point.
That's a great score.
That's a fantastic score, Kyle McLaughlin. Well done.
He's been outstanding. He's a lovely chip up every time he gets the ball, and he's same thing, very athletic style as well about him. Excellent player now.
It took a few minutes for him to get into the game. The ball just didn't come into his area, but certainly he's had an influence.
Yeah, because he's marking a very strong 14-year-old Shamrock Gaels, Aaron Coleman, and they're having a good tussle, and this is going out between the two midfielders here again.
Nice lofted flight on that ball.
And Aaron Coleman, Jack Toohey gets it.
Zach is
St. John's at 7-9, Shamrock Gaels at 5-5. Niall Kenny has it again.
And tackled by Owen
Niall
Savage.
Kenny is looking to turn, and he's away. He's gone. He's on the 45. He takes a solo. He's given the hand pass. That's a free.
Okay.
It's the only way you can stop him when he runs through like that.
Niall was getting the advantage there, and he was pulled back. Yep. So free in. Niall has the ball in his hand. Is he going to look up for a short pass, or will he put it on the ground and go for a point? I think at this stage, Shane, you'd probably be looking to go for a goal, I would say.
I'd say he might play a wee 1-2 here with him, but maybe this 5 or 6, he might pop it over the bar and see, but they need a couple more goals.
2 goals and 4 points in it. 7-9 to St. John's, Shamrock Gaels 5-5.
And unlucky
it's
wide.
It's gone to the right and wide.
He probably didn't know which one to do. Was it hit it in or go for the point? And it's hard at that stage when you are...
It is. It's always a difficult one to lob it into the
It doesn't
seem
like there's 10 points in it though, Fergal, does it really?
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's such a fantastic game of football. Great skill from both sides, and they've really, and you know what, there hasn't been like a dirty stroke.
No.
You know, great tackling, very fair.
It's fair and very committed. I watched a good bit of the Eastern Harps and Drumcliff game in the A final earlier on today, and some outstanding playing that. Like there's plenty of talent coming through in this age group in the development squads for the next couple of years.
I watched that as well. Some of that
players,
game as well. Absolutely brilliant. I see the Eastern Harps midfielders there, young Carty. And there was a Duggan lad there.
Walsh and the Conor Walsh. It did some outstanding players.
Yeah,
and Drumcliff had some great players as well. There's definitely be 5 or 6 of that. Two teams that will start for Sligo in 3 years' time at under 17, I'd say.
There was a number 6 there for Drumcliff. I think he was Kane.
I
saw him moving through the pitch there, and it reminded me of Neil Ewing, of Bob Ewing.
It's true.
So great to see all that talent coming through from different clubs. So, kick pass into the forward line to Gary Farron. He had to win that one well. He's going on a solo run. He sees Rowan Tully to his left. He goes himself. He gets around another tackle. Will he have a shot for goal? He will. And it's in the goal. Great goal, Gary.
Very unlucky by Sean Kelly there. He did everything right. He just popped in. But
he did his best.
The danger man again, Gary Farron.
It flicked off his leg and up into the roof of the net. Again, you know, one-on-one, Gary Farron is very rarely misses those shots and those chances.
Number 13 back in.
We have James Malone coming back in for Barry McNamara. Barry has had a super game. His name has been mentioned anytime St. John's has been on the ball. He's not too far away. So well done, Barry McNamara. Great performance today.
The scoreline here now is St. John's 8-9, Shamrock Gaels 5-5. Great catch by Jack Toohey up to his mate Niall Kenny. Niall Kenny is on the 50-yard line.
Niall Curran came across there to help Owen Savage at centre back and got a good clearance from Rhys Armstrong.
Aaron Coleman takes it there now. He gives a hand pass to Jack Toohey. You can see the two teams are tiring a wee bit here, Fergal. They've put in a great hour of football.
Absolutely. They're putting in their last ounce of energy here at the moment.
Leo Scanlon has it.
This is probably the biggest lead, Shane, during the course of the game.
Yes,
what
it is.
We've 3-4 of an advantage. So at the end of every quarter, Shamrock Gaels have managed to come back, and I suppose will they come back towards the end of this game?
The couple of quick goals that St. John's seem to be able to get, they seem to be able to get their scores easier than Shamrock Gaels, and I think the strong running of having Gary Farron at centre forward, he just had too much power and pace when he ran through, and they weren't. Adam Carroll was trying to get tackles in. Matthew Potter squatter, but he's an exceptional talent. And there's easily, you put the 4 teams that we've seen today, Fergal, you'd easily pick 12 or 14 of these lads that if they go on to hopefully play for Sligo, like.
Yeah, and I think we forget too, Shane, like, you know, these lads they're still so young.
Yeah.
You know, under 14 last year, obviously this is the under 14 final from 2020. But yeah, these lads will be turning
and
out
that's
now.
A great score by Jack Breheny. Jack actually plays in goals up in Longford in soccer. That'd be Declan Breheny, you know Declan?
Yes, Declan, of course. Yeah, Declan, a good
Jack, that's a great
score.
A great score from Jack Breheny on the left, and that's St. John's 8-9, Shamrock Gaels 5-6. We're into injury time now in the next 30 seconds, I would say here, Fergal.
Yeah, it looks as if the game is over now at this stage. Great game of football.
Great game of football,
yeah,
and I think everyone will admit that St. John's were the wee bit better team on the day, and in fairness, I think no Shamrock Gaels person would say anything different, but they never lied down, and they kept battling the whole way, like. And
absolutely not.
And even here, look, this 4 or 5 in a round tackling, and
yeah, short kick out there to Kyle McLaughlin again, looking for the ball up to Gary Farron. Gary sees Adam Feeney up in front.
PJ Scanlon again. How many breaks has he won? He just picks it up so easily. Jack Toohey onto PJ Scanlon.
He's going for the return pass as well.
And he cuts inside. He'll give the pass to Jack again now. Jack has ran all day. He has.
Gary Farron, lovely pass along the ground into James Malone. James Malone, he likes the soccer. He's very good at soccer.
Great save by Sean Kelly.
Save.
That's a great save by Sean Kelly.
Save.
And he clears his lines over to Leo Scanlon. He deserved that there, Fergal, to save that on a one-on-one.
Absolutely.
A great ball up the line to Jack Breheny. Come in and attack at Jack. He turns.
That's unlucky. I thought that was a kind of a good tackle there by Jeremiah Tanko.
He might have just got on the wrong side of him.
Yeah. Short pass
Leo
there.
Scanlon, yeah, he probably should have been. It was too short.
Interception by Dara Patton, and Kyle McLaughlin again. Very control on the ball. That's it.
And I'd like to congratulate St. John's on a great win. Shamrock Gaels kept trying, and the St. John's just had a wee bit more pace and power today, I think. And
yeah, I suppose, Shane, you know, you're probably looking at the different types of attack that St. John's had today. You know, you're looking at 4 to 5 players that were at different angles of attack. You know, you had the half forward line for St. John's, I think, was the difference, in the sense that you had Dara Patton, Gary Farron, Thomas McNiff all going forward, and I suppose helped by their midfield of Lee Kern and Barry McNamara. And to be fair, a young full forward line there today. You had James Dillon Barnacle, you had Oisin Mullane who came up with 2 goals, and you had James Malone in the corner who almost scored a goal himself at the end, came back on. But to be fair, great talent on show. Good to see both teams with a mixture of age groups, in the sense that, you know, there was 14s, there was 13s playing on both squads. You know, so really great game of football. You know, on another day, I suppose it's a bit of a cliche, but another day, you know, Niall Kenny could have scored another goal.
We're just looking at Niall Kenny and Lee Curran shaking hands there after the game. The 2 boys, Shamrock Gaels had some outstanding performances from a lot of players, and there's nothing really they could do to give everything they could go for it, you know. And St. John's really were just able to get that goal. The sucker punch really came. Shamrock Gaels would get a score, and St. John's would come down and get another goal. And really, 2 teams, excellent game of football. And I think, look, I think they are going to be meeting each other again in this year's under 15 B Championship as well. So the 2 teams are coming in to the B Championship, so they will get to play each other again. So
if I can just mention in relation to, I suppose, our own club, Shane, you know, Seamus Casey and his crew would have been, let's say, with their squad of players, and it was very difficult for Seamus to get a team out, we'll say 2-3 years ago, and he collected players from doors. He had to go above and beyond. See James Barnacle there, delighted for James. Would have played with St. John's over the years, and again, I was just saying there about Seamus Casey, you know, he went above and beyond as a coach to bring out and continue on his squad. This year then, I suppose, the last year's team, and this year again, himself and James Barnacle have amalgamated both squads.
Yes.
And I'm delighted for James. James has been with the club all his life. He's been a player and he's been a coach.
James is coaching officer.
He is indeed.
Officer, same as himself.
He is indeed. But he's done great work. His son is playing. Both Seamus and James' son is playing. I'd like to mention especially Brian O'Connor, the third member of that coaching staff. Brian has no child playing, he's no children, and he's no brothers, sisters or nephews or nieces on this team. Brian has been with that group of players for the last 5 years, and he has given some commitment to that squad. And so I'd like to congratulate the management team and all the support that they've had.
And I think we have to be praising the management teams on both teams. We're looking at this with this team last year. Johnny Quinn and Brian Boyd, 2 senior players of Shamrock Gaels, came in and did the coaching, and we had 3 parents then that did the kind of administration, text message, Greg Clark and Gerard Carroll and John Devaney. Brian Boyd has actually moved to Dublin with works, and Dyra Kieran's another senior player has come in and has taken over Brian's role. It's great to see. You had Paul McNamara there on the sideline as well. It's great to see the coaches coming in, the players coming in and helping. And I know, look, both teams are trying to put a huge effort into their underage and Saturday morning programs, and we're all going to be playing each other in the next few weeks at under 9 and 11. But it is great to see coaches of players coming in. But the amount of parents that are helping out, we've never had as many coaches this year in the club, so it's a fantastic thing. I'm sure you're the same yourselves, Fergal.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the St. John's club, Shane, I suppose it's what I know, it's what I've bred over the years. I know it's in good shape. On the pitch there at the moment, you have Liam Cashel, who's the current underage boys chairperson. You have Olivia Flannery out there. Both sides of the club are going really well, both the girls and the boys. So it's
and
really
it's vital.
good.
And the two clubs will be similar in that way, that we have our ladies section and our boys section. They're training together, and it's all about giving opportunity for girls and boys to play. And it's a massive thing. And I'm married into a St. John's family, really. So we have the St. John's blood in our kids there. So I'm reminded of that every now and again.
That's good. Yeah. Hopefully the St. John's blood will help Shamrock Gaels in the future.
Hopefully, I'm hoping. Yeah, exactly. So I don't think we'll ever see them with St. John's jerseys on. But
you never know.
No, look, it is great. Look, it's a great thing for these lads to play in Markridge Park. It's brilliant that Rory was able to stream the game for everyone at home.
Absolutely,
and have it. So, and we both like to thank Rory for streaming the game, and it's a lovely thing to get in here to go commentate. And I got into one of the games last year when not many spectators was in, so it's great. I don't mind doing it if you get to watch a game.
Absolutely,
so
yeah.
it's the
Thanks
same
very
as
much, Rory. It's a great service, and I know that. Rory's just saying there. I don't know where I'm going to cash that check.
No,
but anyways.
I think myself and Fergal will be happy if we got into another game next week to have a both,
there
so we can get in to watch a few.
No, it's been very enjoyable, I must say. That's a great game of football. Lovely to see the other match before it as well, the Eastern Harps and Drumcliff game. In fairness, lovely to see some fine big midfielders coming through.
Yeah,
hopefully they'll keep growing.
Yeah,
and
there was a number of players here today. And the big competitions, the AF final was on earlier on. All the finals are on today, and it's great that the county board were able to play those finals, so that all these lads, and I know you're involved with your under 12s are out. Shamrock Gaels and St. John's under 12s are out the next 2 nights, so it's great that they're getting their games finished from last year, and all the underage games then are starting. So look, we'll have plenty of football to look forward to. We're actually out playing in Abbott Cup game on Sunday in Coolbeg, so we're playing in the Division 3 games on this Sunday, so
that's great.
It's all coming thick and fast, so.
Yeah, again, best of luck to the new Cushion committee as well, that are, I suppose they're getting things going from last year, finishing up from last year, and the very best of luck for the season ahead.
We're just wondering, are they bringing the presentation out
I think
it's going to be coming down.
I think the presentation will happen, but I don't think the club or St. John's can't retain the cup. I think they have to leave the cup behind. Is that right?
I don't know,
but COVID regulations, I think.
Yes, I would say so.
I don't believe the cup is allowed to be released.
There can be no 7-Up put into it tonight now.
No, there'll be no 7-Up, and maybe it's for the better, But anyways, it's a great occasion. Here in Markridge Park.
It's hard for the losing team of Shamrock Gaels. They're so young, but you're hoping that they'll bounce back. They're going to be playing league games probably next week in this competition, so they'll be looking to bounce back. But it's a disappointment. It's a great thing to win a game here, and it can be a really lonely place sometimes when you lose in the big stadium. But look, these lads they've won a community games final here. I was only saying that 4 or 5 years ago. Riverstown won it, and there's a mixture of Clahogue lads that would have been playing a different community games team. So look, it's great. These guys are coming over here.
Absolutely, commiserations to Shamrock Gaels. Look, the scoreline probably didn't reflect the game of football that we saw in front of us. Yeah, certainly St. John's probably had the upper hand, but yes, the
12 points. We're looking at 12 points.
Really,
I nearly would say maybe a 6 or 7 point win would be kind of what you'd be nearly saying, that St. John's, they're always a couple of goals ahead.
Yeah,
there were always a couple
there was
of goals.
Always that sort of 2 goals and a point in the difference during the game.
It's an awful pity now that St. John's couldn't have moved up to the, say we're talking at under 15A this year now after winning. To see how they would have got, because I think physically they would be well fit for the A competition with the players that they have out there.
Yeah, I suppose you probably
that's
don't
a very
have
high.
the,
it's a very high standard, that A, though, as you've seen from the teams today.
You see the match before it there, Shane. Like, you know, it was that other level up, I think. You know, but look, it's great to be at this stage of the game, and as the teams are coming down, and St. John's are coming down to collect the trophy. Fair play to Shamrock Gaels for staying on, just to congratulate the lads. No, it's not an easy place for Shamrock Gaels to be, but I suppose we have the old phrase, you know, if you either win or
it's great to get to a final, and sometimes you have to learn in 2 years' time they might be coming back and looking at playing another final, and that's where you're hoping that these lads will improve and get the love of the club and understand all the effort that's been put in by all the parents to get them to training. And you know, and I think people sometimes when they're not involved don't realise how much effort the management teams put in and the coaches put in to get them out to play in these finals. So
yeah, absolutely.
I think we might be cutting off now where they're doing the.
So the presentation is just about to get underway now. I see is there and Jerry McDonough ready to present the cup.
We can call it. Fergal, it was great to do the commentary.
Thanks,
and congratulations to St. John's on a great win.
Thanks, Shane, and thanks to Rory again for the streaming.
I'd like to congratulate St. John's on winning such a fabulous game here this evening. Such entertainment and in stuff for the first game. It was brilliant. Hard luck to Shamrock Gaels. Kept going to the end. Great display. Won't be long till you're out again to next game. Looking forward to it. And keep going. Keep going. Look at the score. It was very, very close. Well done to everyone there this evening. I'd like to thank the ref and the umpires and the stewards here this evening, and thank Markovich Park for the use of the facilities. It was great to get in here this evening, and it was brilliant. Look, I'd like to call here on the captains, Kyle and Gary, to make a presentation. Okay, so you can lift a couple of guys there now.
I'd like to thank Seamus and all the coaches for doing the training all year, and thanks to all the players for bringing us out to all the games, and thanks to the ref for reffing such a good game.
I just want to say a few quick words. So, thanks to Shamrock Gaels for the good game. Thanks to Seamus, James, Brian, Paul, Gooch, training us all year, so thanks for that. And shout out to the Cranley boys, yeehaw!
James Casey, you might say a few words.
So I won't keep you long, but I think on an occasion like today, how joyous it is for all the lads that are here And I suppose it's poignant that we remember one of the coaches that started out with the lads back when a lot of them were only 5 and 6. We lost him back last October, November, Bernard Waldron. He was a big part of the lads' coaching and fundamental skills from when they started the nursery programme. So look, I'd like to just remember Bernard today, and I'm sure all the parents out there that knew Bernard would remember him as well, and the lads here. So can I get 3 hip hips for Bernard, please? Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip!